Hello everyone and welcome back to Fae Tactics. In this one we're taking on a boss and it's Dagon himself. So here's the great old one. It doesn't look like the Dagon we know, or I know, but well, aside from that, it doesn't look like a hard fight, but I have a strange feeling that this looks like a long fight. Pretty standard stats for a boss. Pazuzu had similar, if I recall, and the other bosses as well, so well, let's get working on it. First we'll give Peony some haste, and let's lure the Rumble Bunny towards us. I will work on all those enemies first, and then I'll get to Dagon. I need to check his range later, because if I can stay outside his range, I can safely deal with everyone here. And that, I think, would be the best case scenario. We need to get haste on Eri ASAP, because, well, we got rid of the movement scroll in favor of the predator scroll, as you remember, from the previous episode. That's because we are in dire need of that additional damage. And we need to get to those enemies before they can charge themselves up. Well, ideally before. I'm starting to wonder if getting the Phantom Hand scroll was optimal. Well, it definitely wasn't optimal, but if it was a good choice, because, well, I need to get to Dagon to hit him, because I have a lot of melee in my party that can do some good damage. The right setup. We'll set up Peony and Bone Servant close, and we'll just combo him to death. So I think, well, there would be a chance to pick up that chest. I don't need to attack every turn, but yeah, and I went with the Phantom Hand for efficiency. And now that I think about it, I could have gone with the dual power one, but I don't know if the dual power one with this setup is actually a good one, to be honest, because, well, it does lower the ultra meter, but it actually lowers the res stat, so resistance to curses. But, well, we don't have anyone with a useful curse, because we, well, I don't think we have any weapon that does curse. Yeah, I don't think anyone in the party has something akin to that, but so the dual power would be actually half as useful. My if what I'm thinking is okay, is good, because you would have the only use for it would be to lower the ultra one in once every 5 turns, and yeah, that's sorta okay, but not great. We could go with a damaging spell, but he has a lot of mana barrier to chew through. But now that I'm thinking about it, he is water element, so we could have gone with the Doom Bolt, and that would be good because it's actually quite strong. So yeah, I think a good one would be the Doom Bolt, actually. Need to think about it in case we need to redo this, but yeah. For now, everything's shaping quite fine, so no thinking about redoing, let's just think about what we'll do now. Definitely I'll go and attack the priest. I don't want him to charge the ultra for free. And yeah, so that sort of did nothing, because he healed that HP right back up. And we need to take care of this guy here. They're quite irritating. Okay, so let's see what Eri can do. I'll just attack the Dagon priest to combo it up. And let's see what's in the chest. Oh, Tidal Wave. Okay, so that's basically the same spell Dagon has. if I remember correctly, from his spell list. That's the one that centers around the caster and attacks in a 5 square radius around him. It's just a water elemental version of that sort of spell. I think we have an air elemental version of that kind of spell, if I remember correctly. And we've used it the first time we've been to Atriel, if my memory serves me correct, in a Dragon Matriarch fight. It's been a long time, but I think I'm recalling it okay. We'll burn the Ultra, but in this case it's okay, because he's quite a pesky enemy to leave on the field. So let's take care of him. Or maybe not. I guess Dagon had another idea. So we need to hit him one more time to get rid of him. Maybe he won't move from far from Peony. Shoot, he moved. So yeah, so that idea's gone now. I thought if he won't move I could have... Yeah, but the Grumble Bunny couldn't target him at all, so yeah. So that idea wasn't that good. Okay, we'll move here because maybe the Beelzebufo will target Peony from close range and then we can combo him. Now what will you do? He has his ultra up. We need to actually be aware of that. He had a nasty ultra from what I can remember. He used it to hit the fairy in the previous fight, or am I misremembering? Well, he is definitely strong, what we saw when he hit that fairy. And yeah, I think I will use this occasion to heal up, but first... Okay, so yeah, that sort of didn't work great. I wanted to heal up, but... I'm still on the fence about it, because we are not damaged that greatly. But yeah, now I think it will be a good time to actually use it. I didn't want to use it at first because we didn't get that much damage dealt to us, but that sort of changed. Although I could use the Grumble Bunny's AoE heal, but yeah, I'm not gonna risk it. There are some enemies moving before him, so I'm gonna use the heal. And I will heal with the Grumble Bunny. So yeah, let's see how much damage we'll do. And nah, definitely not. We're in range of Dagon, and I don't want to do that quite now. Not much damage, to be honest. I think I will actually move here and deal with the priest. We won't leave anyone on the field here. We don't want them attacking us in the back when we go towards Dagon. Right, this is looking okay. We need to remember to position ourselves better to not get hit by that. Okay. So that kinda didn't work. But fortunately we have the Guts ability, as you saw. But it's one time use only, so our one time actually got used now. That kinda sucks. But yeah, that's my fault. I actually didn't remember that Beelzebufo having this ability. Maybe it's part of a corrupted ability gained by him. Nevertheless, we gotta be more aware of that. When fighting corrupted enemies, I can go from memory because they do have one additional skill. So we gotta take note of that. Also, I didn't attack and didn't reposition Peony because she was close to an ultra attack, and I can hit the priest to lower his lower those bars left for him to die, and now I can actually hit someone with, well, ideally I will hit someone other than the priest, like let's say the Beelzebufo will move forward, and then Peony will go for a counter attack with the Ultra, and she'll deal with 3 targets at once in this situation. So yeah, that's a plan. If all goes correctly, that is. So now, the ideal outcome would be the Beelzebufo moving towards Peony and attacking her. Yeah, that's great. I was saying that's the great outcome. Don't know why I want to say it like that, but let us go with our first plan. And now the Ultra. So I should get rid of everyone here. And yeah, that went according to plan. And yeah, well, what more can I say? The plan worked perfectly. And the Bone Guardian is in a tight spot. The Bone Servant, not Guardian. I don't know what I default to Guardian, but we need to heal him up. Shame I can't target the Zealot, but I guess I'll make do with the Witch. It's not a bad idea after all, she is a healer. So I need to get rid of her ASAP. And let's just... this isn't a good move, but I want to get rid of the Witch because she can heal. And this wasn't a good move because, well, the Zealot's out there and he has his Ultra up. So I reckon he will take care of the Reaper. And we have another Ultra up with Peony, so I'm using it on the Zealot. Yeah, that did suck, but we actually couldn't do anything about it. I wanted to get rid of that Witch. I guess we could have moved towards the Beelzebufo and attack him and deal with him, but we would have left the Witch. And yeah. I guess it's not that bad of an outcome, so no use wondering about that. I won't heal the Bone Servant because the Grumblebine is still moving, so I will use him to heal up. Okay, so we're looking fine. And there's only 2 enemies left, well, 2 and the boss. So let's use the Nova here. That nearly done him in, so we're in a good spot. Can Eri target him? Yes, she can. Nice. Combo. Okay. We'll deal with him swiftly, because I don't want him running around here. Let's just attack with fire and combo with Peony. This should be enough. No. There will be 1 more left. But we do have an Ultra up with fire, so we can use that to start working on Dagon. It should take care of the Witch as well in 1 attack. But we'll see about that. And he actually did hit whilst being blind and having minus 60 accuracy. So yeah, so viewers, that's my luck. This is the sort of luck I have, so yeah, get ready to see more of that. Oh, and the acid rain that we've actually left in the Gorgon fight, so I guess it comes back. Which is pretty nice, that means we can't actually miss anything? Well, not if it comes down to talismans, I guess. That's pretty good to know. I wonder what... how's that implemented? What sort of a chance the spells have to reappear, and what is it based on? Does the enemy have to have this spell in his slots? Or is it based on the enemy level, or the map we're actually taking the fight in? I don't remember he had that acid rain, but I may be mistaken. Well, the easiest thing would be, and that's what I'm thinking, is to drop something that you have in your own slot. So he could have had the acid rain spell. I just didn't see it. Yeah, that's my first idea. So I think that could be correct, but maybe it's random based on something. So yeah, need to remember that. I will take a closer look at the enemy's spells before I kill them, in case something like this happens. Okay. So far, Dagon doesn't do quite much, and the only thing he does is those spells, and they aren't particularly dangerous, at least not for now. But I'm thinking we haven't seen all from him. He also has that tidal wave spell ready, and well, he didn't attack by himself for now, so we have to see that. And he had that summon something ability to actually use. So yeah, I wonder how will that work. But first let's just buff up. Let's take care of the witch and hit Dagon. We have a lot of mana barrier to chew through. And unfortunately he's close to his ultra. But I think I'll hit him. Not much choice actually. I can't lower his ultra without the correct spell. So I guess I have to face tank it. And as for Paya, let's go with his ultra. Let's just move another spot. I guess here would be ideal. Okay, so I got rid of one of the Apex. Oh yeah, he has about 40 Apex, so that Doombolt idea that I had wouldn't be that great. And so this is an ultra. Okay, so it attacks everyone. That's not good. But it didn't do much damage. I guess it's a drawback and with having such range. But okay, so that's actually not that bad if you think about it, because if it suffers from low damage but has high range, we're actually in a good spot to survive it. And I would rather tank this other than that attack he can do, if he can attack for high damage. So I would rather take low damage to everyone and heal that up with a heal all spell than take critical damage for one target and have to actually use up Paya's turn on the Grumble Bunny's turn for healing instead of attacking. And there's also that tidal wave that we have to watch out, because he can combo that with his normal attack or an ultra, so that would be, well, that would be rough. And it had 5 square range, so we have to move Ellie a little bit towards the back to have her not stand in that 5 tile range. Oh yeah, and he has the Tranquil reaction ability, and this is the summon that we've read about. Oh, it's a range attacker, that's not good, and it has a range of 8. Okay, we need to get rid of that, and quick. So I guess we'll use Peony to help. Wonder if it does damage to Dagon himself. Yes, it does. So it's kind of like the undead horse fight where we took care of those phylacteries. So that's a pretty common mechanic for boss battles. Now that I'm thinking about it, that they use something that they have relatively high stats with a large pool of apex durability, and they use something on the field that actually gives them bonuses or helps them in exchange for getting damaged and removing some apex for killing that stuff on the map. And okay, he doesn't appear to have a limit in summoning them, and that's not good for us. Okay, so this will make it tougher, but not undoable. So let's just move and help these guys with the Hand of Dagon. I'm just trying to choose the best style. I guess I'll wait here and go with Reflex. And as for Eri, I'll chew through the rest of the mana barrier and begin damaging Dagon's HP with the headshot. And unfortunately he used Tranquil, that will actually get some mana barrier up again. But nothing that bad. I need to position myself in such a way that I won't get trashed by the Hands of Dagon. I think I'll just do it like this. Dagon shouldn't hit Eri in the back. I don't think he would. I'll just get rid of his mana barrier. Or maybe I won't. Okay, this is actually good, because Peony will get Ultra. And one more attack, and she should have her Ultra meter up and ready to go. I'm thinking I will actually help everyone. Because they're in a rough spot with all those Hands of Dagon here. I actually want Peony to get damaged here once and not evade, because I want that Ultra up. And we should have it. Okay, so if I position myself right, I should be able to target all three of those Hands of Dagon. And that should do quite a lot to Dagon himself. And let's just heal. It's a good thing we have the Grumble Bunny still. Here should be okay. Yeah, so we have everyone. And they should die without a problem, because we have the elemental advantage. That was some nice damage. And also some nice damage to Dagon himself. So those tentacles are actually... It's actually in our interest to hit them. They do quite a lot to Dagon. So that's an interesting, it's an interesting thing, because we can, in some boss battles, we can either focus the boss himself, but we don't do that much damage. We saw that in both the Undead Horse fight and in this fight. But in exchange, we can focus on other things on the map, which will then in turn deal damage to the boss if we take care of them. But we need to take care of them, and they're quite spaced out, so the boss has a free hand in doing anything he wants. So that's kind of nice trade, you know. That's some good thinking while designing the fight. Basically, I could have do a setup in which I could damage the mana barrier. I could go with the Drain Scroll, and I could have... I guess the ideal person would be... And now that I think about it, Pycon, because he has a multi-hit attack, and as we saw from the minus defense scroll, every hit from the attack triggers the scroll, so we could have gone with a setup that utilizes the mana draining scroll and Pycon himself to swiftly deal with the mana barrier from the boss. So we could have gone like this and position ourselves quite far forward, so the Hands of Dagon wouldn't do that much to us. And yeah, we could have gone with that sort of a setup. So there's always a There's always a choice. But, to be quite honest, dealing with the hands and going with that -4 apex and about 100 damage seems to be a more efficient choice to go with. But yeah, fun thing is that's not the only choice. So I guess that's what I wanted to say, but it came out as quite a long rant. Well, maybe not rant, but you get it. Definitely a lot longer than it should have taken to say. So, now let's deal with the Hands of Dagon. First with this one. The other ones should be actually dealt with by Eri. If we get some higher ground from the platform there. Or those stairs. Yeah, it's enough for this one. And we should be able to take care of the other one. So we have. This is going great, but it's sort of a long one. I wonder how long we're actually doing this fight now. Guess close to half an hour, I guess? So yeah, boss fights are pretty long here. Given that I could have done a better setup, but you'll get the picture. Now it should go actually more swiftly now that we have everyone here and can set up a nice combo. Okay, the Grumble Bunny needs to move and heal Erin himself. That's interesting. Did Dagon actually attack us by himself? I'm not remembering that. He uses his turn to summon those Hands of Dagon. He only attacks if he has the ultra up. I'm not counting the spells because the spells are sort of like a bonus attack he can do because it doesn't use up our base turn for moving or attacking. So yeah, I don't think I saw him attack us by himself. Okay, we don't get the isolation bonus on those guys, they're too close from each other. So Eri can't one-shot him. Okay, so how do we want to do this? I guess... we do get the bird's eye here, but we won't kill it with one attack. We could have do it if we got the bird's eye bonus and attack this one, but we can't. Dang, Dagon's quite close to being done, and I have an ultra with Peony, so I could go with that. Let me just wait. I'll decide when I'm closer to killing him. So let's attack. Let's combo with an ultra. Okay, I think we should be able to deal with him because now Paya will attack and those two will combo. So this will do quite a lot of damage by itself, and I think Eri will go to finish off Dagon and not attack the Hands of Dagon, because yeah, when we do a combo from Eri's attack we should actually fall Dagon. Even after that he should be actually done, so say your prayers, Snake Boy. We're coming for you. Oh, and that's actually even a better outcome. I wasn't looking at that ultra meter. I think maybe Eri by herself can take him. And yes, she can. Bye bye Dagon. Another crystal? Yep, another crystal. That seems quite convenient. Wonder what's up with that. And what will happen now? So we dealt with Dagon. And now what? It doesn't get us closer to finding Peony's mother. At least we didn't get any more clues here. the two witches that we've met weren't her mother. And who's that? I sort of thought that this was going to happen, because if you remember, well, Mirror wasn't the nicest of witches that we've met. And who are you talking about? Oh, so the crystals have a name. And if they have a name, that means they have a purpose. An exact purpose. So I'm wondering what's going on with them. And why are they being dealt to different creatures in different regions? Well, I don't wanna. This doesn't look well. Oh, so you followed us. And why are you helping me? That was sort of a brave thing to do. And oh? What do you mean by long time no see? So you're her mother. Yeah. Yep. That was actually a nice twist, to be honest. It was kind of an interesting thing to do that we've met her before, but neither did Peony sense her, nor did Chico actually like her, because he, if you remember, he was whimpering and barking at her. And if they did it in such a way that Chico would actually feel that she's a good person, that would have actually been a clue that she was the one we're looking for. So yeah, so that's a nice diversion. What can I say? We're quite a lively bunch here. Also, and if you look closely, I guess Pycon has a captain's cloak on his back now. That's kind of cool. Oh, so this is what I was talking about. Oh, okay. That's quite a nice thing. That's good writing. Because like I said, it wouldn't be a good disguise if Chico could feel that she's a good person. I don't think it works like that, Claudia. Also, I like how Red's just standing there looking at everyone and doesn't say anything. He's just menacingly standing in the corner, gazing upon everyone. You've grown so much. How long did you leave her, lady? I mean, come on. Yeah, I've actually been wondering about that. Okay, so that's one big thing after the other. The big boss, I guess. Lumi, did we heard that somewhere? Lumi. I need to think about that. You did what now? That's kind of a lot of information, you know, and not very much explaining, if I'm quite honest. That's something that could have a little work on in this game. We've seen a lot of things, and read a lot of terms used in the world, but not very much explaining has been going on. So that's something that I would like to point out. That's one of the weaker points that I found here regarding this game. Yeah, he just happened to have it. Yeah, actually, you could do some explaining, you know? That's right. So I guess we're fighting Mirror next? Yes, we do. Thank you, game, for clearing that up. So let's have a look at Claudia, I guess. And from what I can see now, we have only 2 slots left for party members, as you can see on the left. Oh, so that's when I thought that we heard about Lumi. See? Here it is, Lumi's Gladius. So she got it from Lumi herself, or was it passed to her? I wonder. Okay, she's actually looking quite a nice unit to have on our team. A magic-infused prosthetic leg, she designed herself. Well, cool. Okay. So she's a tinkerer like Peony. I guess Peony had to learn that from somewhere. Also, that's another thing. Not only do they tinker around with stuff, they actually knew basics of anatomy and can use the tinkering to help themselves or aid themselves or others in dire situations, like we saw with that fairy that Peony helped. That's kinda interesting if you ask me. And peculiar. One type of knowledge doesn't come automatically with the other, you know. But okay, I guess this would be all for this one. We'll just see the spells that we've got. And I guess in the next one, viewers, we'll be confronting Mirror, the Marsh Witch. So, yeah, we need to get ready for that. I thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.